When the foldable 5-in-1 indoor workout bike arrived at my door, I admit I was skeptical. Could a sub $150 stationary bike really deliver the smooth, quiet, and customizable ride I need to stay motivated at home? After several weeks of daily use, early morning warm-ups, midday height sprints, and evening cool-downs, I'm ready to say that for its price point, this little machine punches well above its weight. From assembly to performance, here's my deep dive on why this compact, foldable bike has become one of my favorite pieces of home gym equipment. Out-of-the-box assembly. One of the biggest hurdles for any home gym purchase is the dreaded build day. Here, the manufacturer has smartly alleviated much of that pain. The bike ships roughly 70% assembled, and the remaining bits, mainframe, handlebars, pedals, seat, display, feet, take less than an hour to attach if you follow the clear manual and video tutorial. I laid out all the parts in my small living room, followed the step-by-step guide projected on my tablet, and before I knew it, the bike was standing upright. If you are like me and get frustrated hunting for tiny screws or deciphering poor diagrams, you'll appreciate how few fasteners are involved and how intuitive the process is. By the time I tightened the last bolt, I felt more like a mechanic than someone wrestling with IKEA furniture. Build quality and stability. The moment I climbed aboard, it was clear this bike wasn't flimsy. The steel frame feels solid underfoot. There's no wobble even when I'm hammering out high-intensity intervals at maximum resistance. The welds are clean, the powder coat is flawless, and I can see that the designers prioritize stability. The maximum weight capacity of 300 pounds gives me confidence it can handle riders of various sizes without creaking or giving way. Even when I stand out of the saddle to simulate hill climbs, the frame remains rock steady. This is crucial for anyone who, like me, mixes seated pedaling with standing sprints. 16-level magnetic resistance. What really sold me on this bike is the 16-level magnetic resistance system. 4 high-grade magnets clamped around a 6.6-pound aluminum-rimmed flywheel mean that every click of the adjustment knob translates to a noticeable change in pushback. I love how I can crank it down to level 2 for a gentle spin on recovery days, or ratchet it to 14 or higher for anaerobic intervals that leave my legs burning in the best possible way. The magnetic system is whisper quiet, more on that in a moment, but it's also incredibly precise. There's no jerky engagement or delay when you twist the dial, so you can stay in the moment rather than fiddling with hardware. Near silent operation. One of the biggest perks of a good magnetic flywheel is noise reduction, and this bike delivers on the promise of under 20 decibels. I tested it early one morning while my partner was still asleep, and she later swore she heard nothing more than a faint hum. On phone calls and Zoom meetings, the low noise floor means I can pedal at a moderate pace without overpowering my voice. An elastic braided drive rope further cuts down mechanical friction, so even after 30-minute sessions, there's no clanking or whirring, just the steady whoosh of the flywheel. If you live in an apartment or share living space, this is a game changer. Comfort and ergonomics. The seat surprised me by being firmer than expected, yet comfortable for rides up to an hour. Far too often, I've bounced around on a pillow-soft saddle that causes more discomfort than support. This one hits the sweet spot of firm padding and ergonomic shape. The handlebars double as a small secondary frame around the seat, allowing me to do recumbent-style workouts if I want to focus on lower back support. The adjustment range from riders 4'11" to 6'6" is broad enough that my 6'1" frame feels perfectly accommodated, with both seat height and forward back slides locking in without any play. Foldability and portability. When the workout is done, I love that I can fold the bike upright in seconds. A single knob releases the frame so it pivots on built-in wheels, standing no wider than a thick poster tube. In my 300-square-foot apartment, that means I can tuck it into a closet or slide it behind a sofa until my next sweat session. The front rollers then let me wheel it out for a quick setup, so I never feel like I have to sacrifice living space for fitness equipment. Integrated display and connectivity. The LCD monitor is nothing fancy, just time, speed, distance, calories, and heart rate via the dual electrode grips on the handlebars. But it's clear and easy to read at a glance. I can lock in a 20-minute goal, see my RPM mid-ride, and watch the calories tick up as incentive to keep pushing. The little phone holder above the display is actually well positioned. I can follow along to video classes or binge an episode of my favorite show while pedaling. It's a simple touch, but in practice, it keeps me distracted enough to extend my workouts beyond what I'd usually tolerate on a bare-bones machine. Who is this bike for? At $139, this foldable exercise bike is an absolute steal for anyone starting or maintaining a home workout routine. It's sturdy enough for intermediate and even advanced users who want to mix resistance levels, interval training, and recovery spins. It's quiet enough for shared spaces. It's compact enough for apartments. And it's affordable enough that the occasional replacement part doesn't feel catastrophic. If you've struggled to find the right blend of price, performance, and portability, this bike strikes a rare balance. Minor quibbles. No product is perfect. After several weeks, I did notice the pedals require periodic tightening to prevent them from backing out. The folding knob is a bit oversized, it works fine, but a spring-loaded latch might be sleeker. And while the seat is suitable for most riders, true long-distance cyclists might eventually want to swap in a specialty saddle. However, these are all minor issues that don't detract from the overall value proposition.